everyone, and welcome to this week's craft session, a follow-up to our lesson on Pentecost and the Holy Spirit. Today we're going to be doing two crafts, so you get a special treat. First, we're going to do the Holy Spirit headband, and then after that we'll be doing a Holy Spirit windmill. For this first craft, the Holy Spirit headband, you're going to need some strips of construction paper. Then you're also going to need some pieces of colored construction paper. The colors that you'd want to choose are colors that would represent fire, so like red, orange, yellow, brown. You're going to need scissors, and you're also going to need either stapler, tape, or glue. Today I have Sister Gabby as my helper for our craft. Let's get into it. So the first step would be to take strips of paper. You're going to need enough to create a headband, so enough strips that will allow you to fit the size of your head. So you'll put strips together as much as you need, and you'll tape those together or glue them together or staple them together, whatever you prefer. Here we decided to tape ours. All right, so that's step one completed, creating the headband. Next, you're going to want to start creating the flame. So however you want to do this, Sister Gabby chose to trace out a flame, and I chose to just wing it and just cut the paper into the shape of the flame. But either way, you're going to want to cut a big piece. Your first piece is going to be a big piece, and then your next piece is going to fit into that first big piece, and then your next piece is going to fit into that second big piece, and so on and so forth. As you can see, my first big piece was red, and then I decided to do orange, and then yellow, and then brown to represent my flame. And Sister Gabby's big piece was also red, and then she also did orange and yellow and then blue. So whatever colors you want to use to represent flame. Because as we read and we learned in our lesson, the Holy Spirit sat on everybody's head, on top of everybody's head, like a flaming tongue of fire. So once you've cut out your pieces of flame, you're going to glue them all one on top of the other. There's Sister Gabby's flame all put together. And there's my flame all put together. Then you're just going to attach your flame to your headband. You can tape that on or staple it on, whichever you desire to do. Et voila, your Holy Spirit headband. Hope you enjoyed this first craft. And now we'll move on to our second craft, the Holy Spirit windmill. For our second craft, we'll be doing the Holy Spirit windmill. For this craft, you're going to need a piece of construction paper or card paper in whatever color you'd like. Your scissors, you're going to need a pencil or a straw, and a push pin. The first step is to make your piece of paper into a perfect square. And you do that by taking one corner and folding it to the opposite side. That's going to leave a strip at the bottom that you're then going to need to cut away. And then your paper becomes a perfect square. I also went ahead and folded on the opposite side so that when I'm done folding, I get 4 triangles out of my perfect square. This is going to be helpful for later on. As you can see, perfect square, 4 triangles. This is going to be helpful for later on when we are going to be cutting and folding our windmill pieces. Next, you will want to draw a circle in the middle of your square, maybe about not too big a circle, about the size of, just a little bigger than a quarter, maybe the size of a milk bottle cap. I'm sorry, you can't really see my square. It's not that dark. My circle, sorry, it's not that dark, but it's just in the center of my paper, because that's going to tell us where we need to stop cutting. Next, you're going to cut all of those lines, cut along those lines up to the circle. Remember, you don't want to cut through, otherwise you're going to end up with 4 triangles, and that's not what we want. If you want to decorate your windmill, this is the best time to do that. We had our decorations on the table and we totally forgot. But feel free to decorate your windmill with sparkles or beads, or to even draw on your windmill with pencil, crayon, or markers. And once you've finished decorating, you can go ahead and fold every other corner to the center of your windmill. So you're going to take every other corner from your square and fold it to the center and hold on to it. This part gets tricky. Hold on to it. Then you're going to take your push pin and push through all of those corners and to the back of the paper. And once you've done that, you'll just push the push pin into either your straw or your pencil, and there you will have your windmill. Hope you guys enjoyed today's craft. See you soon.